Hey Sunrise family, I hope you're enjoying the sunshine we've been able to have recently. It's been just so beautiful. Nice to be able to get outside a little bit, go on a walk as a family, or spend some time just enjoying our God's creation. I just want to read a couple verses over you, just hopefully as an encouragement. I know whenever I'm in times of just feeling overwhelmed or not sure, things are outside of my control, I can start to kind of get self-centered and self-focused and worry about myself and want things to be working out well for me. And there's every time I'm doing that, God always just brings me back to the book of Job. And specifically the end of the book of Job. This is Job 38. This is God's response to Job and his companions as they're just trying to process what it meant, everything that Job went through. This is what God says, starting in verse 4. Where were you when I laid the foundation of the earth? Tell me if you have understanding. Who determines its measurements? Surely you know. Or who stretched the line upon it? On what were its bases sunk? Or who laid its cornerstone when the morning stars sang together and all the sons of God shouted for joy? Or who shut in the sea with doors when it burst out from the womb? When I made clouds its garment and thick darkness its swaddling band, and prescribed limits for it and set bars and doors and said, thus far shall you come and no further, and here shall your proud waves be stayed. Have you commanded the morning since your days began and caused the dawn to know its place? That it might take hold of the skirts of the earth, and the wicked be shaken out of it? It is changed like clay under the seal, and its features stand out like a garment. From the wicked their light is withheld, and their uplifted arm is broken. Have you entered into the springs of the sea, or walked in the recesses of the deep? Have the gates of death been revealed to you, or have you seen the gates of deep darkness? Have you comprehended the expanse of the earth? Declare if you know all of this. And as I read those, I just hear God saying, hey, don't worry. You may not understand what's going on. You may not understand why it's going on, and that is just fine. It is okay, because I understand what is going on. I know why it's happening. It is in my hands and it is in my control, because I am the one that set all of these things in place, set all of these things in motion. And so as we together are in this unknown season, unknown time, we can rest in the knowledge that God knows, that God holds all things in his hand. None of this, we've said this time and time and time again, that none of this surprises our God. But it is good to rest in his words when he says, I understand, I know what's going on, I have done these things for my purposes. And so in this time, let us join in, let us keep our eyes up on God's kingdom, and let us see and join in his purposes. Let us continue to love our neighbor. Let us continue to love God wholly. Let us continue to serve where we can serve, speak truth and speak hope where we can speak truth and hope, where we can be people of light and salt, the ambassadors of God's kingdom in this time, knowing and trusting that God has it all in his hands. So I hope this can be an encouragement to you. Enjoy the sunshine, enjoy the time with your families, and be a blessing to this world in this time.